Good morning, everybody. We've got some thunderstorms around South Texas. You can see how North Texas is cleared up. The frontal system has just passed our area, and you will notice how our winds are now going to be out of the north. So it's getting rather windy here now that the front is past us. We do have some big thunderstorms to the south. Now, let's see. We'll zoom in here and show you where we are. Here's 281. Right about there. So just south of Falfurrias is where most of the activity is right about now, and it looks like it's dropping farther south. As a result, we're not going to worry too much about this unless you're driving in that direction. The storm will probably drop south, southeast, and then cross over down into Kennedy County. So there is some thunder activity within our region. But so far in the city, we've had a few sprinkles, but I have not seen any significant rain. The winds are now out of the north as the front has pulled through, so it's going to be a little cooler today. We're only going to top out in the 70s, but we're not going to really clear out very much. It's a very shallow shallow mass of dense air that actually moves south. So basically above it, there's this cloud deck that's going to be sort of hanging tough most of the day. So we'll call it partly to mostly cloudy for the afternoon hours, but it won't be as warm as that north wind will be in our region. It will be breezy, but not howling like it was past couple of days when we had 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So here's that north wind dropping south. Here's the storm that it's attached to. You can see how all that is going eastward. All of the state has been affected by this frontal system, but I think we've got some videotape to show you. We had some tornadoes that were reported in Missouri. Of course, that's part of the same frontal system. And then in Texas, we had a big dust storm that happened. There's the tornadoes up in the Missouri area. And then you saw the damage that occurred at Hobby Airport with the strong gusty winds associated with that system. Here is Midland as the front came through with a time lapse of the dust storm that got kicked up. So, you know, when you don't have any moisture, you're just going to have dust flying around and folks having to deal with that. So what about the future? Well, as far as we're concerned, the frontal system continues dropping south. The big storm goes east as a snowstorm, and then all the activity is going to change to the west coast as big, wet Pacific storms are finally rolling into that area of the world. So as far as we're concerned, today it'll be a little cooler. We're going to be looking at that north wind blowing through, and then as we get into the weekend, believe it or not, another frontal system, which is kind of rare this fast. So 72 today, 78 tomorrow, 84 Friday, next front coming in on Saturday.